Hey guys, today I am back with a makeup video. I am going through right now and I am decluttering so many different things because so much new makeup has launched. I have a lot of old makeup that's just been kind of sitting and I haven't gotten a lot of use out of. If you didn't know, I've been gone for the last few months off of YouTube. I had to take a break from my mental health, and I will link that video up here if you guys are interested in watching. Just a warning, it is a lot, but I went through a big mental health break. I decided at that time to get help and to just overhaul my life. And in that I'm feeling now like incredible and so much better. And I can't even just begin to describe, but if you want to know more about that, you should visit the video and check it out. It's a long one. I didn't realize how bad I was feeling on the everyday mentally was affecting my desire to work on my appearance or care about makeup or play with makeup or just try out new things or products or give myself any sort of self-care whatsoever. That literally went completely down the drain. I didn't give a shit about self-care. I wasn't taking care of myself at all. No skincare for the last 2 years, like literally none. I was doing makeup maybe like once every month. I would do it for videos and then never at any other time. No new clothes, just really, you don't realize how much things like depression can affect things like that. I never realized. I always just thought like, I don't care about how I look, or I don't care about clothes, or I don't care about like putting makeup on anymore. And that's just simply not the case. I think it was all depression related. Not to always be talking about this, but so much in me has changed that now when I was going through these products to declutter, I was rediscovering makeup and discovering makeup that has been sitting in my collection that I'm like, I've never used this before and I'm so excited to play with it. I'm so excited to try it, try new colors. Let's be real. This is gonna be a neutral makeup look. I'm just a neutral lady these days. I'm sorry if you're here for colorful makeup. It's just not gonna happen right now because at this juncture, I'm feeling so autumnal. I just want everything to be like warm and so golden and just fucking, but I feel like I'm rediscovering my love for makeup, which had so gone in me. And it's such a good feeling because I just thought that that was who I was now. And now it's not. I feel so excited to play with makeup and try different techniques. And I'm so behind on everything. I mean, I haven't even given a chance to any of these new techniques. And I've seen so many things. Like I want to try out kind of like how Mario does Kim's makeup. Like every time he does somebody's makeup, they look literally phenomenal and like such a different face shape. I would love to see how he could do my makeup. I don't know. But makeup is really enhancing. And so I'm really excited today to try out some new products. These may not even be new and these may not be new to you at all, but they are new to me. And so I'm just gonna have some fun with makeup and do a full face of first impression. So let's go. I am so happy to say today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. If you don't know who HelloFresh is, they are a meal delivery service. They deliver meals directly to your door each week and they come in an insulated box, and in that box are the meals that you have pre-chosen. They are each individually bagged, and in there is recipe cards. When you flip the card over, it has all of the instructions on the back of how to make the meal, and it's so delicious. Everything is always so good. I have really loved having HelloFresh as something for somebody that doesn't have a lot of mental capacity a lot of times to be making food or figuring out what to eat. It's really nice to not have to worry about it, but I know it's gonna be delicious because it always is, and it's gonna be nutritious because it's really well balanced. I feel like their meals are really well balanced. They have a good proportion of veggies and other ingredients, and it's just something that I don't have to think about, and it's pretty fast. I would say each meal takes around 30 minutes to make. They have quick recipe options that can be 20 minutes or so, and I feel like you get from bag to table super fast. It's not like a long process. You don't have to be a chef to figure it out. HelloFresh isn't just for meals either. They have a variety of add-ons that you can have for like breakfast and desserts. They have seasonal snacks. They even have things like Pillsbury pumpkin cookie dough. They have family-friendly, calorie-smart, pescatarian, and veggie options every week. Plus the meals have a ton of fresh produce that is sourced directly from farmers. You can also increase your HelloFresh box servings so you can use leftovers for lunches or meals the next day. And HelloFresh's pre-portioned out ingredients means that there's less prep for you and there's less wasted food. For this meal, we had mushroom ravioli with caramelized shallot and blistered tomatoes, and let me tell you, this one was so good, and this one was probably one of the easiest meals we made. Like, if you are pressed for time, this is one of the ones you're gonna wanna get. That is so good. Oh my God. I freaking love mushrooms and ravioli. It was so delicious. It was just the perfect meal. I am a ravioli stan. I will love it until the day I die. And this was just, it was absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you guys are interested in checking out HelloFresh, I'm gonna have the link down below, or you guys can go to hellofresh.com and enter the code RawBeauty14 at checkout, and that will get you 14 free meals, including free shipping. And I thank you guys so much for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video and for continuing to work with me. Love it so much. Let's hop into the first impressions. Guys, I have these like postpartum hair regrowth sideburns going on right now, and I don't even know why they're curly. But this is just what we have working with us right now, and I'm sorry. A couple of weeks ago, I had a package sent over from Drunk Elephant, and they sent over so much skincare, and it is so nice because my whole thing has always been, I wanna have like everything from the same line, but I didn't even know where to start. And then having it in front of me, I was able to just start going through it and actually make a decision and start using it. And I feel like my skin is looking so good. I've been using a few of the different products. I'm using the Glycolic Night Serum, TLC Framboos, I think. Glycolic Night Serum, which is like AHA and BHA. I'm using the Vitamin C Under Eye Cream, the something or other, it's like a little pump, Lala Retro, I think Lala Retro. And then the Marula oil. And I just feel like my skin is looking so beautiful and soft, and it feels good, and it feels like my pores are clearing, and I'm just so happy with it. I'm gonna keep using a lot of this stuff and start adding some of the other products in as I go, and I'll give you guys a review or talk to you guys about it in like a month or so and see if I'm still liking it. I don't wanna like make any recommendations for anything, you know, until I know for sure, but I'm really liking it so far, so spoiler alert. Okay, so this is foundation I wanna try today. This is the Huda Beauty Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint, and I'm feeling like this is gonna be good. So I don't know anything about it, haven't heard anything about it, but I'm gonna give it a try. So this is the color 03 Light, and I'm just gonna pop this sucker on. Okay. It's probably gonna be a bit dark for me, but you know, we're just gonna figure it out. It doesn't have a scent. Okay, that color is wrong. Not only a little bit, but like, that's beach vacation. 2 shades too dark. Maybe 3. Well, we're taking this bitch down the neck, aren't we? Finish-wise, it's very glowy. I mean, and it is the Glowish. I've heard nothing but good things about the Glowish powder. I'm even back to like watching YouTube makeup reviews. I didn't do it for the longest time. I couldn't be bothered. I didn't want to even be on YouTube or see anyone or engage with anything. Man, I'm feeling so much better. I can't even describe. Okay, so I like the finish of this, I think. I need to look up close in a different mirror. It's very glowy, and I feel like it has about medium coverage. It doesn't look really super high coverage. And also, as it's kind of blending in, it doesn't look as dark as it did right off the bat. Because I'd say I could go about 2 shades lighter than this, but if I blend it in really good, I think it'll work. Maybe. I don't know. This is the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. I always get questions. This is way too dark. We're gonna have to lighten this shit up with concealer because it's just way too tan of a color for me. It's not like that far off. I think we're still in the light skin tone range, but this is light 03. I'm probably light 01 or 02. I don't know. I feel like any amount of chest showing is just gonna look absolutely ridiculous. So we're gonna go down far today. Very glowy, I will say. Glowish. Oh, this is glow. Like, it's very too much almost. L'Oreal Pro Glow, one of my all-time favorite foundations. However, it's not cruelty-free, so I had to let it go. And that was crushing to me. I didn't want to do that, but you know, you do what you gotta do. So, I'm always on the hunt for something that looks similar. I would say this is like 4 notches glowier than I typically go for and am used to with like a L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is much. I look greasy. It emphasizes too much texture, I feel, because it is so shiny. It's very, this reminds me a lot of the Fenty Dewy, like the Fenty Dewy one, or the Anastasia Beverly Hills like had a dewy one as well. Way too dewy. So yeah, I'm not feeling this. I'm not gonna use a new concealer today. I'm just gonna use Tarte Shape Tape because it's what I've got in front of me. And I know this looks like a lot, and that's because it is. I really need to lighten this shit up. I know this isn't how the kids are doing their concealer anymore. Everyone's doing like the little bit on the inner and then the little bit on the outer. And I'm kind of stuck back in old school YouTube with as much concealer as I put on. However, I will say this. When people put it right here and people put it right here and then they blend it into the center, essentially they're just moving what they put right here. So it's kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? Just less product. I do feel cakey. I feel like I can feel this foundation a lot, and I am freaking wearing a lot right now. Like, that's not Huda's fault. I put on probably more than I needed to. And by probably, I definitely did. She's looking greasy. Off of first impression, I'm gonna say this is a no from me. It's not glowish, because glowish implies that it's lull glow. Just lull. This ain't lull in any way. It's extremely like I added pearl pigment into a foundation. Now what I'm gonna go do is I'm going to take this little dry sponge. I'm gonna tap it over the top of everything because I really want my face to not look like this or feel like this. And I'm trying to like blend it all in and kind of absorb some of that excess moisture and shine, you know, on another level. But it doesn't have a scent. Huda Beauty normally is way overly scented in every way, shape, and form. And this does not have a hideous scent at all. I would say it just kind of smells like the base of foundation. It doesn't smell like there is added perfume. And that's great because Huda normally is like you're pouring a bottle of your grandma's perfume on your face. It's much. Okay, let me look now after I did that and see if there's any improvement. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it looks very dewy, but pretty, I guess. I mean, I feel like I need powder, that's for sure. I'm going to spot powder just a couple of spots. Just to kind of bring down that level of shine in certain areas that I really don't want to be emphasizing. I feel like that's helping. Let me look in person. That actually doesn't look bad at all. That looks quite nice. So I'd say doing that is making it look a lot more satin and skin-like than it did before, where I just looked like I haven't washed my face in a long time, ran a marathon while eating a bucket of KFC. Okay, so I'm gonna let that just soak in. We're gonna do the rest of the face and carry on. I'm gonna put a little bit of blush on right now because I wanna try this too. This is Nikkia from Huda Beauty as well, and this is the Nymph Kiss Glow Blush. So we'll see kind of what this has the vibe of, but I'm assuming real glitter. I don't like that. This is not the vibe that I was going for. I didn't realize that instead of being like a glowy blush, I didn't realize it was gonna come off like a duochrome highlighter. It's not my favorite thing anymore. I've just kind of, I'm past the duochrome highlighter point in my life, and I'm definitely into more of like the natural terracotta, dewy, glowy, sun-kissed, warm type of vibe. I'm out of that time of my life. So we're just gonna kind of tap over that with the foundation brush and pretend that didn't happen and move past it. Okay, so then I got these. So this is from Melt Cosmetics, and you guys know how I love Melt Cosmetics, and you know I love a good stack. And Melt has amazing stacks, and this is their Sculpt stack. So you can see it's this magnetic stack of makeup, and in here you have different colors of bronzer. Wow, okay, and they get nice and deep, which is lovely. I've been really liking this brush for bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the lightest color on here, which is light medium. And I'm gonna use this brush, which is the Morphe E4, and I'm gonna tap into that and just kind of see how this looks today. So flicky when my hair's in a ponytail. Okay. I feel like that shade is nice. What do you guys think? Forget about the Huda, the pink glow cheek. We're gonna cover that up. I feel like that is nice. It might be a little warm. It's just so hard to tell when my hair is up, and it is the middle of fall/winter, and my eyes aren't done and my eyebrows aren't done, you know? It's just so hard to know. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this more grayish shade underneath. This is the light medium. They're both light medium? Oh, okay. Well, this one's just cooler. And I'm gonna mix that down here for more of like a actual shadow. Look at this little double. Bye. Bye, Debbie. I feel like this foundation just has a lot of, it just feels like a lot. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Maybe if I just used way less of it, it feels very heavy almost on my face. Maybe it's just I'm not used to wearing foundation in general. So maybe it's not just this, maybe that's just the way makeup feels, and I'm not used to it because I haven't been wearing a lot of it. Okay, blush. Oh, this comes with a mirror as well. So the top stack that you take off is a mirror. That's nice. I feel like it blended really well. I feel like the color's a little warm, but not like too orangey. But I definitely feel like it gives that sun-kissed vibe. And when I take my hair down, I think it'll look a lot nicer. This is Huda Beauty Nymph Glaze. Oh, okay, it's like a cream highlighter. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I feel like it just is looking a little texture enhancing. I feel like my skin looks all right. I do feel a little cakey. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on right now because my lips are looking real RawBeautyKristi right now. This is Paper Pansy from Colourpop, and this is their Luxe Lip Oil. Forget that. Okay, I'm gonna use this instead. This is from Catrice, and this is their Powerful Glossy Lip Oil. Do you hear that? You might think, what is going on with that baby? Are they hurting him? Diaper change. That's what happens when you change a 1-year-old's diaper. And he's not having any of it. Okay, we've gone through 3 lip products now that I don't think I'm really that into. I had a Lunar Beauty Dreamy Gloss in here. I found this when I was decluttering. If you haven't tried it, you guys don't know what you're missing. Oh my God. It's actually superior to everything I've ever tried. Oh my God, it's been like a year. Oh, drench me in it. Oh my God, it's so good. Huh? Manual, you did it. You son of a bitch. You actually did it. Lovely, much better. Okay, so now I'm going to try out these from Colourpop. This is the Feather Effect Brow Pen, and I'm gonna try the shades light brown and medium brown because I don't know what color I would be, but probably medium if I'm being honest. And these are something that I have not tried yet. Okay. Oh, okay, so they're like a really, really fine tip. And okay, that's what we're looking at. So it's definitely gonna look bad when I do it because I am not very good at using these pens. That's the shade light. It's kind of yellow. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna use medium brown and hope it looks okay. I've been using the brow stamp for a while, and if you guys want to watch a video on that, I'm gonna have it linked up here. I have not used anything else and will not use anything else. I mean, I'm gonna give this a try today, but like the likelihood is I'm going back to the brow stamp because it's just so fast and easy and I don't have to actually try or care. But we're gonna give this a go today. Okay, you know what? I really thought I wasn't gonna like this very much, but it's such a fine tip that it is very easy to work with and not like overdo. And this color on my hand looked like it was gonna be wrong, but I feel like this is actually the perfect brow color for me. You guys tell me, unless you disagree, then I don't wanna hear it. But I feel like you can definitely get really nice flicky strokes with this. Flicky Strokes, that's the name of my new band. That looks really nice actually. Wow, I actually really like this. I was not expecting to. Wow. Oh, I really like that. Look at how good my eyebrow looks. Now I don't know how long these brow pens will last. I gotta actually match this up. That was not the same shape as the other brow. I don't know how long this will last in relation to like drying out, you know? But as of right now, on first impression, I really like this. This color is really nice. I like the fine tip. seems like it maybe would dry out really fast. I can't speak to that. So if any of you guys have tried this, can you leave that in the comments for anyone that wants to know if it does or not? Because you know what? Actually, I feel like it's drying out as I'm using it. But I really like the feather effect that it does give. I feel like they aptly named this pen. Ooh, I like that very much. But as you can see, it just does, it's definitely not that pigmented after using it for a minute. So I wonder, is there a way to like, oh, what the, oh, I just like pulled the cap off. Oh, it's like a felt tip that this like sinks down into. Interessante. Hi, Sculpt. Hi, darling. Hi. Oh. Okay, so this makeup, I don't know, man. It is so orange off camera. I don't know how it's coming off on camera, but when I look at myself in my phone, it's like jarring. It's jarring. It's not good. So yeah, just the color was wrong. But I kind of like the finish of it. It's very dewy, but I don't know, it kind of looks pretty. This palette is probably old. I have no idea how old this is. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. It probably is. I don't even know when I got this or what. So this is the LORAC Pro Palette Artist Edition. Now, when I was going through all of my makeup, decluttering a bunch of things, getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I've just not used in a long time, I came across this palette. Now, you may look at it and be like, that is just a neutral eyeshadow palette, but gosh darn it, this just looks so beautiful to me. This, I immediately was like, oh, I am in love with the way that this looks. Just the amount of shades, but the size of the palette, it's not overly huge. It's just, I'm really, really looking forward to using this. So I'm just gonna go in and start. I'm gonna start with this shade right here. And it doesn't come with the names on it. The names come on this little card that's like stuck to the top. That I don't like, but I feel like I've only used LORAC shadows a couple of times. I haven't gotten as much use out of LORAC as I feel like I would have liked to. Like this is the Sigma E40 Max. I really have always really liked LORAC eyeshadows, and every time I was going through makeup and I would open something and be like, ooh, I'm really impressed with this, it's freaking LORAC. Same with Sigma. These Sigma eyeshadow palettes I have down here, I'm really looking forward to using them. So I don't know, man, I feel like these brands are just kind of not as hyped or talked about as they should be, because their products are beautiful. Man, these brushes are new. They're very soft. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this guy next to him in because I want to like make it just a little more warm. I'm just sort of buffing this throughout the whole crease right now, and then I'm gonna deepen the inner and outer portions. I think I'm gonna do that kind of halo-y eye right now. But I just really wanted to try this. And I don't know, I just feel like this would be a really pretty gift for somebody that wants a lot of neutral shades but doesn't want something that's like really big, bulky. It's just kind of an, I don't know, it's just a beautiful eyeshadow palette. This is kind of the vibe I'm into these days though. Everything I ended up keeping ended up kind of looking like this, if I'm honest. Okay, I'm gonna step down a size in brush, and this is the Sigma small tapered blending brush, the E45, yeah. And I'm gonna dip into this guy down here. Boom. Tapping that on the inner and outer. I am gonna deepen that a little too. Not too much. I don't want to go like super dark with today's eye look. And then I'm gonna step up one size, and this is the diffused crease, the E38 from Sigma. And I'm gonna tap into the shade right next to it. And then I'm going to take that E40 again. I'm gonna dip into this lightest shade and just sort of like really buff out the edges. And then I'm gonna tap into, I'm kind of feeling this shade right here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna clean this eye up a little bit. It's looking a little slopples. The shade is gorgeous. The shimmer shade, honestly, this whole palette, I just feel like it's very, I don't know, I just really like it. It does remind me, like, I feel like I could get a very similar eye look out of the little Melt Petite stack, this guy right here. So if you got this, you probably don't need this, but this does have a lot more shades in it. And I really think that this is performing really beautifully. I'll just diffuse this inner corner a little bit more because I feel like it's looking a little messy. And I want it to look nice and diffused and thought out, not like sloppy. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of brown eyeliner on. This is my liner from Colourpop that I came out with. This is Woodsy, but any brown liner will do. You obviously don't need this one. If you can find one out there, it shall work. I'm really liking this eye look. It's really pretty. Okay, so these are the lashes I'm gonna use today. I was kind of feeling these ones right here. These are the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics lashes, and this is the Natural Set 2.0. It says right here, and I'm gonna use this middle guy right here. I'm gonna toss them on and I will be right back. Okay, so eyes are pretty much where they're gonna be. I just added a thin line of black at the lash band because I used black lash glue and it got all over my eyelid. But I actually really like the way it looks. I think it looks really, really pretty. And yeah, it's makeup. I would like to put some blush on, but the only blush that I brought over here was the one that I am not a super huge fan of. So I'm gonna use a bit of Desert Rose from the Makeup by Mario. This is not new, and I have done a video on this, so if you want to know my whole thoughts and first impressions on the whole collection. But I want to use a little bit of the Desert Rose just to rosy my cheeks up a tad. That's not bad. Okay, and then I feel like that sort of brought the highlight, like, because the highlight was sort of a creamy texture, I feel like I need to re-add that back over the top because I feel like it sort of grabbed a hold of that pink and now it's darkening on my face. So I'm just gonna lighten that back up a bit. It's a very interesting, it's a cream texture, but it's very like pigmented. I don't know, but it's not, it's a little more oily of a consistency. I just feel like this is just, I feel like it really enhances texture. Do you see that? I don't know. So I'm gonna use this now, and I just honestly don't know that I even need this. It's the Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. Well, I feel like I'm as hydrated as you can get, and at this point, what's the harm? Let's see what kind of spray we're looking at. Ooh. Oh, it does have a coconut scent. That's nice. Don't feel like I needed it. But you know, at this juncture, what's the harm? What's the harm? Okay, let's take this down. Okay, so first impression on everything that I tried today. Well, the foundation, I think I've made it pretty clear. I think it is far too dewy for me for an everyday. I think it would be a beautiful mixing foundation because it's actually a skin tint, but I would say it's pretty pigmented compared to all the other skin tints that I've used. I like it. I really do like it. I just feel like it's so glowy. So if you have like uber dry skin and you want to look like fucking shiny, Glowish. If you don't, you won't. It is pretty. I really like the way that it looks. It's very, very, very glowish, but it is a little too much for me. I would say even still as I sit here, I like want to tap it down with some powder. It's just feeling a little much. You see how that like immediately makes my face look less, just, I don't know, I just feel like I look almost too textured, too, you know, like watch. That's more of the level of glow that I'm looking at, you know? So I feel like it can be brought down with powder, but even so that I already did this, it just kind of comes out. So I feel like this is one that throughout the day, you will have to continue powdering or use blotting paper or something. But it is really pretty and it has a really beautiful finish and I like it. I mean, I do, but I don't know if it's my favorite. I gotta give it more a try though. So I'm not a fan of that like pink blush situation because I just personally am not into like a duochrome. I'm just not. It's not like my vibe anymore. But you know, if you are, you might like it if you like the way that it looked, but it's just not my vibe anymore. So we're gonna pass on that. Same with the N.Y.M.P.H. I just feel like I would not reach for this. I'm super gonna reach for like Auric Glow Lust over the top of this, but this is probably a more affordable price tag. Auric is really beautiful if you're looking for a creamy, liquid highlight. The Auric Glow Lust is hands down so beautiful. And I don't just say that because Sam is my friend and she's the owner of the brand. I mean, that is certainly a contributing factor in that I'm very proud of her for that. But if this were not her brand, and if this were just a brand I tried, I would still like the Auric Glow Lust just as much. It's so beautiful. I use the color Selenite. I feel like it looks fine. It does sort of look like a little too shiny for me. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just kind of not into this right now. It kind of looks like Glow Lust, but like more textured. I just feel like this brings out the texture a lot more. I wasn't a huge fan of the lip products, but I will say the Dreamy Gloss, you guys, I forgot even how good it feels because it's been like a year since I've worn it. It is as good as I remember. It feels like the most luxurious lip oil you've ever tried in your life. It is the hands down most comfortable, most beautiful gloss I've ever tried in my entire life. I can't with Lunar Beauty glosses. They are actually that good. You'd think I'm exaggerating. I am not. Go try them and then you'll know what I'm talking about. The LORAC palette, I'm very pleased with this. I feel like it looks beautiful. I feel like the colors blended well. I think the shimmers are stunning. LORAC has really good highlighters as well. I really love Gilded Lily and Gilded Rose, I believe is what they are. They're really nice formulas. I feel like the eyeshadows perform really well and they're a brand that's a little understated now these days. They were really popular back in the day. I feel like people kind of overlook them now, but I really like the eyeshadows. I feel like they performed really well. I will say I do not like the packaging on this. It looks very basic. Like I would never look at this and go, oh, let me reach for that palette because of the packaging. Like it's just super basic looking. It's like this cheapy, like shiny silver color. And then it just says Meraki on the front. I don't know. I just feel like it, with as pretty as it is on the inside, it doesn't really like reflect that on the outside at all. For the Colourpop brow pen, I really like them. I feel like my brows look good. They look feathery. The tip is really small. It's easy to get fine detailed lines. I just think that it was really easy to use and I have no issues with it at all. It's lovely. And I will continue to use it again, but I do feel that it will dry out quickly. I might be wrong on that, but I also might not be wrong. I don't know. I just feel like it just seems like it's going to run out of product pretty quick, but you guys can let me know. Has it for you? This, I really like this as well. This is the Melt Stack. And you know what? They have a medium dark and I do feel like that gets pretty deep. Like that wouldn't work on my skin tone. I could use it for other things on my face like eyeshadow. But yeah, I feel like this color is beautiful and this worked great to chisel out my jawline. I feel like it's a nice palette. I say I feel like so much. But it is, it's really beautiful and I will absolutely get more use out of this. I love their stacks. This right here, plus this, winning combo if you do ask me, which you did because you're on my YouTube channel. And I think the final product that I tried today was the Huda Beauty spray. And you know, I don't know that it is doing anything really. Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. Okay. It is a mist. I don't know that I've ever noticed one that makes my makeup last super long time or anything, but you know, it feels good and smells nice, so there's that. And I think that's everything that I tried today. I liked the Nikkia Joy lashes. Lashes are lashes, so they're nice and I like them. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It was so nice to be back filming today. I feel pretty. I feel a little greased chicken, but you know, you gotta just do what you gotta do, and it's 3 o'clock, so this makeup's coming off soon. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video and that it was somewhat fun to watch and chat with me and have fun and put on face and makeup. You're probably gonna be seeing a lot of these videos from me coming up here soon. I'm just not even gonna lie. You're probably gonna see a lot of first impressions because this declutter has shown me so much that I wanna try. If there's any new makeup that has been released or just launched that you guys wanna see me try, let me know. I shall get it and I shall review it for you. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you at my next one. Bye! And if you guys do not know who, if you did not know who, it's just delicious and delicious. I think I did, and I think that's cringe. Can't remember because I have a mom brain. What do I have? Plo Blow. Plo Blow, huh? No. L'Oreal Pro Glow. One of my all-time favorite medications. Okay, sometimes you just have to go back to the favorite. You just have to go back to what you know and love, and that is gonna be Lunar Beauty Dreamy. I haven't used this in forever, but found one. Oh my God, look how orange I am. There is no need to ask, am I orange? Because look how absolutely orange. I am the color of this.